Hello and welcome to No Such Thing as a Bad Movie podcast. I'm April Atmansky, and I'm here today with...
Ho, 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 Justin
Oh,
the
no.
Glue.
Let's not start that. Oh, God. Just Halloween the other day.
Mm-hmm.
This is monstrous.
Yeah.
April, you sounded like a news reporter coming in.
I guess
with that
I
intro.
gotta switch up my intros, and
Hey, it's April. How's it going?
I'm also here with Colin Cunningham.
Oh, yeah, me.
Mr. Cunningham. What movie are you seeing today?
Okay, well, I have seen a movie today. This was a Justin choice.
Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to play a Christmas film, but I knew Colin would
killing us.
lose his
Come
mind.
on.
If I
I'm one of
picked
these
that.
people that I don't even want to think about Christmas until December.
I'm happy to watch scary movies for September and October. I will not do that for Christmas movies for November and December. I could barely do it during December.
Ah, there's two Grinches in front of me. But so I didn't. I picked something fun instead.
Yeah, there you go. It's an Albert Pune.
This movie is called Spitfire, and it's from 1995. It's
She's
a movie.
on fire.
It's a movie I've never heard of, and it doesn't appear to be very available.
So it used to be on Amazon Prime. And it's not anymore. So I don't know what
It's
happened
on
there.
Tubi or something.
It's not on anywhere
it's
right
on
now.
Flex, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I'm getting it out right now because if you want to watch this movie, which I do recommend, it might be a little harder to track down, but I'm sure you could find a copy somewhere.
Yeah. Plex, it's on there. I'm trying to click watch for free right now. Plex has 1 million ads, which is wild, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
you can watch if you get a Plex account. I don't even think you need one. You can just click play, and it's a pretty good-looking full-screen copy.
No Blu-ray though.
Nope, no Blu. I mean, Albert Pune's films, especially the '90s ones, they don't have many Blu-ray releases.
But there's got to be some VHS copies floating around, right?
Well, what's weird is clearly whoever owns the rights to it sent takedown notices to YouTube, because this is one you would find on YouTube somewhere, and it's not at all. So it means that it probably existed at some point, and now it's gone.
So I would call this movie a spiritual successor to Gymkata, which is in the 80s, I believe.
Yep.
being generous.
This was prompted by people in the Important Cinema Club Discord. We're talking about movies that star gymnasts, and I was like, yeah, Spitfire.
Yeah, I mean, I did not know this movie existed, and I mean, it's a fun kind of cheesy 90s martial arts, I guess,
like
movie, Bond ripoff with a gymnast. And it's very similar to Gymkata. Now, it's not as good as Gymkata because that has a lot of just weird scenes. I mean, it doesn't get any weirder than going to the village of the crazy people in Parmesan and a most deadly game. It's not that. It's more of a spy kind of caper. But it's similar in that they kind of go to different countries, they're traveling the world,
Yeah, it's one of those kind of Bond.
Globe-trotting.
It's the globe-trotting adventure for sure.
Now, I think maybe one of these reasons the movie didn't take off is that the main actor, Christy Phillips, playing Charlie Case, real-life gymnast who never did anything else, is not on the cover of the movie. Her name is not on the cover of the movie. There's just a generic woman with Lance Henriksen reflected in her sunglasses, and it says Tim Thomerson, Lance Henriksen, Spitfire.
Yeah, they at least let Kurt Thomas be on the cover of Gymkata.
Yeah.
Because I guess maybe she wasn't famous, but was Kurt Thomas famous?
Well, he was
Okay.
on Wheaties Boxers or stuff like that, wasn't he?
All right.
I don't know the history of this movie. I'm very curious of what was going on in Albert Pune's 1995, because he directed a number of films, and the way that he would often make movies is that he would have one main one, and then he would shoot little ones around it, using the resources. So in 1995, he made Spitfire and Heat Seeker and Nemesis 2. But Hong Kong 97, which stars Robert Patrick, came out in 1994, and they clearly shot Spitfire and Hong Kong 97 simultaneously, because Robert Patrick shows up in a small cameo in Spitfire.
It's a kind of blink and you miss him.
Yeah.
Him and Brian James show up
and
in,
what
the first
what
5
other
minutes.
Albert Pune movie was Brian James in? Because that would explain why he was there as well.
I mean, he must be. There must be an explanation.
So I think it was, I read he shot this and Heatseeker back to back, and then was planning his next movie after that while all during shooting.
That's how he always does. I believe he shot Heatseeker, like the climax, in like 3 days, like some ridiculous thing. When I talked to the cinematographer, George Muradian, he said that like, I think it was Heatseeker, like the way they shot the climax, where they just like set up the lights and then like they didn't touch them and just let the people fight. They would just record it from multiple angles to get it done as quickly as possible. I mean, Spitfire, like, I want to believe this is the main one because they go to a lot of like real locations in it.
Oh yeah, so it's like Italy, Greece,
the
Hong
Bahamas.
Kong.
And like they're not shooting other movies during that time, at least to my knowledge. Like I could understand if like, oh, he shot Hong Kong 97, then he shot a little bit of Spitfire. Oh, Heatseeker shot somewhere else, and then he shot a little bit of Spitfire. I don't get that vibe though, because there's also a consistency in they rented that Steadicam for 2 weeks and they used it throughout this movie.
Yeah, for sure. But I do like that vibe. It gives the movie a much more expensive feel, just like the locations.
Because you're like, look, they're in
Rome.
Rome.
Wow, they're in Rome.
Yeah.
And, Kuala Lumpur they go to.
I don't know if that was really Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. That was just a resort.
It just
so that
like
could have
resort,
been anywhere.
I mean,
but Hong Kong, definitely like the harbor.
Yeah, definitely Hong Kong.
Boats.
This feels so much like they're on vacation and they're just shooting around their hotel room in
100%.
each new location that they're in.
Especially the hotel scene in Kuala Lumpur, because that goes on forever, and it's just everybody just like
Lounging
lounging by the pool.
There's a hotel scene in Rome too, though.
Yeah, there's another one. Yeah.
So maybe it was like they got money from the tourism boards. To shoot
could
this
be.
movie.
It could be.
So one of the producers of this film, who I was not able to contact him because he's very busy, but he was Albert Pune's guy from the beginning of his career. Let me find his name. Tom Karnowski was the producer of this film. And he did all of Albert Pune's like great movies right up until the like basically the trilogy that like not ruined Albert Pune, but kind of broke him. The gangster trilogy he shot in like Romania, Urban Menace, Corrupt, and The Wrecking Crew. That was the last film that Tom Karnowski worked on, and ever since then, he's been an executive producer on all of Rian Johnson's movies.
Oh, wow.
Starting with Star Wars, The Last Jedi. He also did Knives Out, Glass Onion. I thought he also did some stuff. It's not on Letterboxd, but I thought he did the Brothers Bloom and stuff, which is why he moved on to The Last Jedi with Rian Johnson. Yep. So he's never spoken of Albert Pune. I heard someone did say they interviewed him about him. And I remember asking the cinematographer, what was Tom Karnowski's role on the movies? And he's like, oh, he would show up with a briefcase full of money so the movie could continue. But like he was Albert from The Sword and the Sorcerer on. And he worked on Sword and Sorcerer, Radioactive Dreams, Vicious Lips, Down Twisted, Deceit, Kickboxer 2, all of them. So it's like, I would love to talk to Tom and like.
And The Last Jedi.
Yeah, and The Last Jedi and the Glass Onion movies.
That's funny.
I'm sure Rian Johnson has never asked Tom about Albert Pune.
Probably not.
Do you know that Rian Johnson said that he's never written a script for a movie that he hasn't made? I remember him telling that to Terry Gilliam. Terry Gilliam was like, what the hell are you talking about? So you've never like done something that didn't get made? And Rian Johnson's like, no, never. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Not even like a short?
Like
nothing?
a spec script. He said he's never written a spec script. That Rian Johnson said he had nothing in drawers like that he could pull out and stuff that he wants to make. Well, la-dee-da. I'm glad you have such a happy life.
Must be nice.
Okay, so let's start.
This
Spitfire.
Movie, we open up in Italy. It's Rome. And we get it's as clear as this is like a Bond ripoff. And our Bond for this movie is Lance Henriksen himself.
Okay.
Hollywood hunk.
Now, here's the
Lance
thing.
Henriksen.
You want to like make fun of it of like, oh, you're so old, blah, blah, blah. Who the fuck do you think was playing Bond for the last like 2 decades?
Yeah, I know.
Like the
oldest,
oldest men in the world.
Yeah, like Roger Moore was
Yeah.
like 80.
It's a plot point that he has a lot of progeny out there.
Oh,
He's
multiple
fucking
children.
so much that he has tons of children. Although they're all like in their 20s and 30s, so I guess it was a long time ago that he birthed these children. He birthed them himself.
Yeah, he globe-trotting Lothario, Lance Henriksen.
We're like 7 seconds into this movie where a woman is taking her top off and you see her boobs.
Her very
they're about to have
unfortunately
sex.
fake breasts.
They did look pretty.
They're like rock
round.
hard.
Yeah.
Lance Henriksen, they must have had him. Yeah, I mean,
Wearing an ill-fitting tuxedo. that he
Yeah,
looks
through
like he
The whole movie.
he could
the
like
entire
slip-
movie.
Oh yeah, why do you think he wears that tuxedo the whole movie? They had it for one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell, and it's like anytime they cut. This wasn't a particularly good copy that we watched, but anytime
It's all right.
there's like a stunt
Yeah.
or something, or Lance Henriksen's character is seen from far away, it is so not him.
I
at
don't
all.
Yeah.
expect Lance Henriksen to do his own stunts.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely
like-
not get on a jetpack.
oh, the same year Lance Henriksen made Spitfire, he was also in The Quick and the Dead.
Oh no
Ace
shit!
Hallen. Yeah, great
Ace.
movie.
I love that.
It's so funny to imagine though that like Lance Henriksen is too busy to make a movie. It's like, oh, he's too on it. Oh wow, he was also in Dead Man. Man, what a year Lance Henriksen had. And a movie
yeah.
called Gunfighter's Moon. and
Gunfighter's
Mind
Moon?
Ripper. Man, he was busy. And Nature of the Beast and Powder. Those all came out in 1995.
They all. That guy's got a mortgage to pay.
Yeah.
Or several. But he is not, he's fine. He's phoning it in this movie.
Yeah. I would
There's
say
some
it's a bit of a
really
phone
funny
in.
overdubbed lines that Lance Henriksen says.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
clearly done like in the booth. There's this point where a character like slams her phone down off screen where Lance Henriksen is supposed to be, and you hear Lance Henriksen. He's like, "Slam me with your phone," and then she slams him.
I feel like everyone in this movie was dubbed 100% of the time.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Maybe
think
not
so.
100%.
Sarah Douglas looks like she's not, but everybody else,
Well-
especially the main actress.
The bad lady. Sorry.
Yeah.
Superman 2 lady.
Deborah Jo Fond, isn't that who it is? Deborah Jo? No, that's somebody else.
no, Sarah Douglas.
Yes,
Ursa from Superman 2.
Yep. Don't you
and-
mean Elsa Toulon from Puppet Master 3?
Oh,
or
she
Dr.
she's in Puppet Master.
Lena Zarel in The Return of Swamp Thing?
I know she was in Conan the Destroyer as well.
She
It's
was
like-
indeed.
Done a lot of B movies. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's people in this movie
Well,
that
in this-
you've heard of.
In the first 5 minutes, Brian James, if she bursts in, basically Lance Henriksen is going to get it on with this topless lady.
And they
Sarah
say,
Douglas and her cronies.
Do I look as beautiful as I did 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, since
They're
the
reuniting.
operation.
He's
They're reuniting.
He's also smoking through this entire movie. He's always got
Yeah.
a cigarette in his mouth, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't care. And Sarah Douglas and her cronies burst in. Brian James is one of the henchmen.
Robert Patrick.
And then I'm like, was that Robert Patrick? Just for like 2 seconds there.
He's wearing sunglasses and his hair slicked back.
Yeah. But he does Brian James does the Time to Die from Blade Runner, and then Robert Patrick, it does the finger wave from Terminator 2.
How could they?
And then they're
Because they're having fun, I guess.
Do you think that they got paid much for this movie? I don't think so. They probably
It
just
might
showed
have
up
just
as
been
a favor.
Yeah.
It's weird because I get the sense people liked working with Albert Pyun during the time of making these movies. Because why would they keep showing up at his movies? But nobody really wants to talk about it that much anymore. Maybe because they're ashamed of the films or something like that, which is a bit of a
know.
bummer.
It feels like they were shooting something else.
Yeah. And they
maybe
said, "Hey,
with
do you want to
him.
be in this?" He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
yeah."
sure.
And he's like, "Oh, but I can't pay you." Because they're dressed up in a way that makes it look like they don't want to be recognized by unions.
Robert Patrick, yeah, he's got huge glasses on.
Yeah. I don't know.
he's in, like,
Brian
a giant
James
suit.
he's got nothing to hide.
But yeah, I mean, maybe.
You know what? I'm looking here. This feels like a Seat by a Pants production because I see that the line producer of this film, who was Albert's producer Gary Schmoller, plays the coach in the movie, which makes me think of we don't have that many actors to make this picture.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny then.
But
Okay.
yeah, so there's
Big
a big
action scene.
shootout. It's kind of fun.
They are killed instantly. You're like, where's Brian James and Robert Patrick?
I hope they come back.
Yeah.
Nope.
They want some sort of launch codes from Lance Henriksen,
yeah, I
whose
don't
name
know.
is Charles something.
I don't know what the
Lance Henriksen
MacGuffin
is
is.
Richard Charles.
Richard Charles. They chase him. He pulls out a jetpack.
Yeah, the jetpack is pretty funny.
It's really funny. It looks like something that you'd spray like weed killer.
Yeah, it looks like the
on
jetpack in which is the famous James Bond movie was in it?
Thunderball.
Yeah,
that-
so it's like directly referencing
Yeah.
James Bond, and then especially this opening credits scene.
Oh yeah, big time. But
which
yeah,
is like
which seems to be shot on video, probably because it would have been easier to comp stuff.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
parts are definitely there's so
or-
it's got like the silhouettes of all the naked ladies and
Yeah.
stuff.
jumping instead of just jumping on a trampoline like in that movie.
Was it like The Spy Who Loved Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I
is,
thought you were going to say, the classic. What is the Leslie Nielsen one? That
Spy Hard.
Spy Hard. There you go.
But no, they're doing gymnastic flips.
Yeah.
But it's the same like effect, and
Yeah.
then it's just like panning up and down these hot women in bikinis with guns who are not in the movie.
No,
Yeah.
they're not. But the women in the James Bond credits aren't usually in the movie, are they?
I
No,
don't
no.
think so
Those are
either.
generic
So
women.
yes, very.
One of the women in this,
referencing.
Tina Cote, she would go on to be in a bunch of Albert Puren films shot around this time. Shockingly enough.
Hey.
She was in Nemesis 2 and Heat Seeker, and she would also be in Mean Guns.
Well, this might be my favorite thing. So they chase Lance Henriksen into a church. He pulls out the jetpack. He goes, "Ciao," and he takes off. And it is so obviously not Lance Henriksen. It's Chad Stahelski. What's his name?
Is it Chad Stahelski doing the stunt?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks
The
like
guy
him.
who plays the other character in the movie.
Yeah. So he's one of the stuntmen, and one of the henchmen
Yeah.
famously went on to direct the John Wick movies.
He famously did the bananas stunt in Nemesis 2 where like the monster jumps out of like a 5-story building and like crashes through a bunch of stuff. On fire, I
shit.
believe. Yeah. It's in one of the I think it's in the documentary on John Wick where Chad talks about his early career.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So this is obviously him hanging from a wire with the jetpack trying to be Lance
It doesn't
Henriksen.
look anything
It's so
like
funny.
Lance
and it's-
Henriksen, but I like it.
yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Back in the day, if you're watching this on VHS, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Exactly.
Right?
But like the thing about like stunt doubles is I don't care. Like
No,
the
I don't
stars
care
aren't doing it
either.
themselves. If
Yeah.
if it looked like the star was doing it, I would feel bad for them. I was like, man, Lance Henriksen's an old man even now. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just way more fun, and this movie has a lot of those moments. where
Did Lance
somebody's
Henriksen
doing this
like die of like emphysema? Because
stuff. He's still alive.
oh, okay,
still
never,
alive, yeah.
never mind.
is he still acting in a bunch of stuff? He had like a little bit of a 2000s renaissance. I mean, he never
No,
really
I think
went.
he was just doing convention. I saw him. The kid from Terminator 2 was like going to a convention with him or something like that. And a bunch of people from Aliens, like Michael Biehn was there, and they're all just like waiting at the gate at the airport.
I get a real like he can't remember lines anymore vibe from Lance Henriksen, which is probably why he isn't.
He's
in
got to be
movies.
really, really old.
Yeah. He was born in 1940, so yes, he is coming on in age.
But this, so I mean, he was old in '94, and
Yes, he
look
was.
how many movies he was in.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so.
I've never
quite
seen
prolific.
him. Yeah, I've rarely seen him young. Maybe like Pumpkinhead or something.
No.
didn't
There's
see
some
that.
like. Oh, wait, I'm gonna look at his filmography now. Because he's in Dog Day Afternoon.
Is he really?
1975. He's in Close
Wow.
Encounters of the Third Kind. I think he plays like one of the. Because he's like a great, like detective kind of guy, or like working for the FBI. Right. Anyway, so we jump into the movie and we meet the star of the picture, Christy Phillips. Yeah, I don't know how she got this role. Did she get attention? Like, it feels like this is the kind of role you get if like a bunch of news stories on you happens, and they're
Yeah,
like,
I
"All right,
don't
we
know.
gotta somehow utilize this." And
Well, I looked her up, and it didn't seem like she won anything major. I mean,
no, she didn't
was
even go
sort
to
of-
the Olympics either.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that my favorite part in the movie parts are the gymnastics scenes because I feel like they're shot really well and like I'm invested, like especially at there's a bit
end
at
one,
the
yeah.
beginning. She does a really cool thing at the beginning, but at the end she's flipping all over the place. She's doing the floor routine.
We need to describe Christy Phillips. She is very short. She's like barely
Yeah,
over
she's teeny
5
tiny.
feet.
But aren't gymnasts often short?
They're always short.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's an
Yeah.
advantage.
yeah.
Short and very slight. Of
I'm
build.
surprised that this doesn't star a very muscular women, as Albert Puna said. That is some of his favorite, and they feature very prominently and nakedly in many of his films. Not here, though, even though Christy Phillips gets about as naked as you can get without it being naked.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
in the
she's wearing
shortest of
skimpy outfits.
outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in a bikini for
It was
a
very
very extended scene.
distracting for me.
She is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Oh,
so she has
Baton
a bit of an accent.
So that was her real accent.
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't know because it didn't seem like she had a southern drawl like at the beginning, and then
But it kind
seems to
of starts to like
kind
it
of
came
starts
out.
reaching
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
And so was she a martial artist too, or
no, not
Okay.
at all.
So that's just part of the character. But
And it
yeah,
shows.
I feel like no, she was fine, but I didn't think she was the greatest actress. But
Nah,
like
you don't
good
really expect
enough.
that.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, like good enough for a sports star.
She's no
or
Kurt Thomas. or Kurt Thompson or whatever his
she
name
might
is.
be better than Kurt Thomas.
No, how dare you.
Acting wise, acting.
Yeah, I think that she's like really charming. In like 1995, what kind of films are like that, like starring women who like she does all of her own fight scenes and stuff like that in the movie? It's just because Albert Pune likes that stuff. He did it with Nemesis 2, 3, and 4. He did it with Ravenhawk, which was an HBO movie that he did with the star of Pumping Iron 2.
I picked up a VHS of Ravenhawk recently because it was quite eye-catching and it was like 50 cents.
Yeah, it's a great cover. Here we're introduced to other
Tim
star of the
Thomerson.
movie, Tim Thomerson.
Do you guys know who Tim Thomerson is?
Yeah, I actually love Tim Thomerson,
Yeah.
and I think I've only seen Trancers and Doll Man that he's been in.
So something about Tim Thomerson is like back in the day, he was one of the like big 80s stand-ups in stand-up circles. Because isn't it late night host? Why can't I think of his name? Name me some late night hosts. One that does
David Letterman.
Conan O'Brien.
David Letterman. I believe he was David Letterman's best pal and did stand up on David Letterman a lot.
Yeah.
Now, it's a bit of a bummer because you feel Tim Thomerson should have had a better career than he did.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
And he just ended up in these kind of like trashy movies. I think we saw a screening of Trancers at the Royal back in the day, and they showed some of his stand-up in the pre-show, and I was like, he's awesome.
I wonder who would have put that screening of
was that you?
Trancers on. Yeah, it was for Christmas because it's a Christmas movie.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Helen Hunt, right?
Yep, Helen Hunt.
Yeah. But yes, I don't like him when he has to be serious, like in Doll Man. Like
didn't
he's
like
so
Doll Man at
much
all.
better.
Well, in Doll Man, he's pretty goofy though. Like
he's trying to be the straight man, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like he's like the detective.
This
got shrunk.
He's very goofy in this movie.
he's as goofy as you can get in
And
this
it
film.
works. It works.
I could swear, the second he showed up on screen, April was like, that has to be a wig that he's wearing.
But it's not, right?
It
like
is
it's
not.
his
I think
own
it
white
is.
hair.
I don't think it is.
Because
It
he's
looks
not
like
a bald man, and if you look at his
No.
hair,
He's got a lot of hair.
He always gels it back. So it feels like, or him or Albert were like, can you just like wear it so it like the Mo haircut the entire time?
It looks like a Beatles mop top or something like that. And you're like, this can't be real, but it is.
And it's funny because this movie is about an absent father reconnecting with his daughter. And they don't do that, even though they still try and make the movie about that. But then they just have Tim Thomerson come in and essentially do that. Only it's like they're friends. But he is a father figure to her in this movie.
Well, I was shocked. Tim Thomerson, who plays a reporter covering the gymnast scene, does not interact with our gymnast protagonist until 44 minutes into the movie.
He's just like
always in the
watching from
background,
afar.
Maybe he wasn't that available either. Wait, I want to talk about this first gymnast sequences because it has maybe the funniest shot in any Albert Pune film where our hero has her bar like tampered with, so she loses control, and there's a shot of her like flying up in the air.
She flies
She's
straight
so
up
funny.
in the air.
She flies straight up into the air.
I mean, I'm guessing they reversed it and she was going down.
Maybe, and they probably just put her on wires. It's in slow motion too.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
it looks like
funny.
she's been shot out of a cannon or something.
But what's so funny about it is it's like everyone is so in shock, and then like she does a flip and lands, and everyone's like, wow, 10 out of 10. And I was like, wait a minute. So do you get more points if you fuck up and pull out of it?
Definitely
you just did
not.
a perfect thing.
She kind of made it look like it was intentional.
That would have disqualified
Yeah.
her.
Her eyes were huge. She's like, ah! She was like screaming as it was happening to her.
Yeah, she has like a nemesis. So like this, I don't know.
The Russian.
It's like the Russian gymnast like puts slippy powder or something on the bar to fuck her up.
Her nemesis is like Asian though.
Oh no, I thought she
no.
was Russian.
No, she's
Oh,
Russian.
Yeah.
I guess I'm getting confused.
April doesn't see race, so you know.
No.
But it is. I love when she flies up in the air and it goes slow motion.
Yeah.
You can hear the live commentary, like, "Oh my
They're
god,
continuing.
she's flying up in the air."
They must be talking really fast when they're doing the commentary.
It's like, "Oh my god!" But it's like, "But wait a minute!"
It's like they're watching it in
She's
slow
recovering
motion.
exactly.
I didn't even get that.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, she's recovering in midair."
I think they did that in like Driven when like the car crashes and it's like in slow motion. But yeah, so then she does amazingly,
And she's also tough. She protects another gymnast with an abusive coach. She punches him in the face.
Yeah,
that guy looked like he was actually slapping that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
poor
So
girl.
like another character in the movie is like the punch sound effect because they
Oh,
play
yeah.
it every 2 seconds.
I thought you were going to say another
Everyone's-
character is Tim Thomerson being comedically hit, and then it cuts to a reverse shot of him hitting the ground.
Yeah.
That happens a few times too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they love that sound effect, and everyone's like hitting everyone.
It's like if you get kicked, if you get hit by a phone, punch.
Do you think
Slapped.
do you think Lance Henriksen, like I'm looking at stills from him in this movie, he wakes up every morning, he's like, boy, I hope I don't go bald today. Because like his hairline is so high, and it's always been that high.
Yeah,
it still that high?
He's got
Yeah.
like a Walton Goggins hairline that's sort of.
Or he's probably just bald, but because
Walton's
he got
more
popular with that hairline, like he just puts on a piece that's just that.
You might not recognize him without
Yeah.
that little wisp of hair at the back. Well, it's like kind of like sticks up, right? Yeah.
So our heroine puts on the world's largest leather jacket for her that seems to go down to her knees for most of the movie.
Yeah, and then she meets Lance Henriksen outside, and she's
Yep.
a smoker. It's hard for me to buy that a gymnast would be a smoker.
Man,
Well,
the
it's like-
90s.
It's in her
Yeah, it's
DNA
possible.
from passed along from Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, and like they have a conversation. She's kind of just like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he tells her that his mom is dead, but she doesn't really buy that.
And then he kind of slips something into her, like a key into her bag.
Yeah, it's what all the bad guys are searching for.
Yeah,
I was very confused what everybody was looking for.
I don't know why he does this. Like,
Yeah,
why is he
I don't
involving
know.
her in this?
He could do anything.
Because at the end, like, he just gives whatever this disc is to someone.
Yeah, he
so
spends
what?
most of the movie just tied up and
In the
sitting.
back of a van.
Yeah, and just like
There's a
sitting
really
on a
funny
bed.
scene where it cuts to Lance Henriksen, and it is him. I backed it up to make sure it was being tortured by Sarah Douglas, being like, "Tell me where the key is," and she leaves frame, and he just starts yodeling. He's like, "Oh."
I don't know. I swear that's just like someone in the sound booth did that as a joke.
But it
and
looks
then
like he's yodeling. So
No, his
I
head
don't.
really his mouth is moving.
His head is swaying.
His head is turned
You just see
away,
him-
but it's
yeah, you
moving
see-
back and forth, looking like he's yodeling.
Yeah.
Again,
so,
that's just like an editing joke.
Yeah.
yeah. So all the so he gets captured by Sarah Douglas. Whatever. He sits down for the rest of the movie.
Yeah. I'll be over here off screen,
Yeah.
so don't worry about me.
And then the gymnasts are taken back to their hotel.
Yeah.
Where
We get to see some of the.
I think Chad
the
Stileski
Rome
is one of the
Coliseum.
goons.
Chad
that-
Stileski is waiting for her in the hallway and
The
attacks her.
longest, most Fabio-esque hair a man can have.
Yeah. Well, no, that's another guy.
Oh, that's
There's
another guy? I
two-
thought that was Chad.
No. Chad is the guy with the shorter hair, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. When like the coach walks by him and he's just standing in the hallway eating something, and it's
Yeah.
like he looks so suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So he and like Spitfire like get into a fight in her room. She's using the power of gymnastics.
Oh, I love
tumbling.
this. If you're going
is
to do
so-
tumbling, like you need to have. You're going to use a gymnast. You need to do gymnast moves, and that's all she does. Like
Yeah.
she does a
Yeah.
handstand. It's like kick, 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 kick while doing a handstand.
Yeah, and she's just bouncing up and on the bed,
Yeah.
doing unnecessary spins. But it's what I bought a ticket for,
That's
right?
what we came for.
for sure.
Taking guys out by just grabbing them and then gently doing a backflip onto the bed, and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
exactly.
my
They
one
fly-
weakness."
They fly back.
I was
yeah.
saying to April, it's like this is the kind of stuff like I would do as a kid, like
Yeah.
bouncing on my mattress, like
Yeah.
doing flips and stuff.
There is like more like fight scenes involving gymnastics in this than in Gymkata.
Yep.
In Gymkata, like there's just a couple. There's like that one parallel bar scene, and then the one where there's just a pommel horse, and like that's kind of it, right?
That pommel horse scene, come on.
Yeah, they
That's
don't
why
do
I
that
asked
in
for my
this.
money back, because I'm like, it's called Gymkata. There's barely any kata of gyms.
Yeah, no pommel horse in this, but she does use a tree branch as like a parallel bar situation.
Oh, okay.
later.
Well, there you go.
Oh yeah. Later on, when she's on a beach, I'm like, I wrote in my notes the greatest weapon a gymnast can have: branches with on a tree that are long, so you can swing around on them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
a lot of this movie, I want to make this clear to people, was not shot with any permission. And that's why it's shot in like long Steadicam shots. Like there's
Yeah.
a scene
Okay.
where she's like smoking in a it looks like airport walking through, and like the camera's following her. Sarah Douglas is maybe they blocked it off. They only get one shot though, and I would be shocked if they got permission for it.
Yeah.
When they're on the streets of Hong Kong near the end of the movie, they definitely don't have permission because you can see everyone like staring at them as they're
Oh,
doing
you can see it in every
Yeah.
location where all the locals, like there was some guy
Yeah.
just drives
In
by in
Rome?
like a I don't know,
A Vespa?
a Vespa, and like just points at the camera.
Well, that's like where we're at, like in Rome, because like, yeah, they have this fight scene and then they leave they're like, we're leaving to the airport. And then like another guy slips a note in her bag. And we're like, who's this guy?
And now, the ratchet, is tightening. It's time to lay down by the pool and listen to some tunes.
Yeah, and then we're in like a resort for the next half hour.
Yeah, quote unquote Kuala Lumpur,
Malaysia.
somewhere. This scene goes on so long.
It must
like
just
guys
be like
hitting on her.
an excuse to get her in a bikini, I guess.
Probably.
There's actually a very, I gotta say, Albert Pujols on the cutting edge is a very anime joke where like she punches a guy. And someone says, like, yeah, that's not the first guy to do it. And the camera pans over to two other guys with bruises on their faces.
Yeah.
That's a very, like, you'd see that in the manga or an anime.
Yeah, I think Chad says that, like, oh, it's the sixth guy today. Because she keeps getting hit on. There's some really, like, gross-looking old men, like, leering at her as she's walking by.
But yeah, so she gets this note from some guy named Elaine who says, like, I know who you are. Like, I want to help you. Your father's in danger or something, and she doesn't know what's going on.
And then
she
Tim
spends most of the movie
Thomerson
not
comes,
knowing.
introduces himself to her. He's like, I'm a gymnast and I know what's going on.
And she's like, oh, I know who you are. Like, what's your article
Famed
on?
gym
Alcoholics
writer,
Anonymous?
yeah.
Oh, he's an alcoholic, by the way. I want to stress that. He's
Yeah.
drinking beer and little bottles of liquor.
He's got big, like, Jim Belushi energy in this scene, I think. He's just like a goof.
I'd much rather hang out with him than Jim Belushi.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it's just
I
funny,
mean, the bottles of piss everywhere if you're hanging out with Jim.
this whole scene is just Sarah Douglas is in her hotel room looking at everybody with binoculars. Tim Thomerson is like lounging by the pool looking at everybody with binoculars. Elaine, the British spy guy, is like he's got an eye on everybody. Chad Stahelski's got an eye on everybody. Everybody's watching everybody, and they're just lounging by the pool having drinks.
I want to be clear. This is a gorgeous looking movie. Even in the shitty copy that I have, like the colors pop. It feels like it's fun to make and to watch, even though there's like, again, it's very non-pressing throughout it. Like, for people that are being chased across the world,
Exactly.
they seem very relaxed.
Yeah, everybody's just, let's just take a breather and enjoy the
is there going to be
weather.
another confrontation in a hotel room? Yeah, sure, whatever. We paid for it. Let's shoot in it.
Yeah. And I mean, so Tim Thomerson like accosts Elaine, and he reveals that he was the one who gave him gave her the letter, and she's like, what's going on? Like, I need some answers. Like, is my mother dead? And he's like, well, and then doesn't really say anything, but he implies that she is. And then he's like, go to the airport, go to Hong Kong. I got you a plane ticket. And she's like, wait, I need answers. And he's like, go, I'll catch up with you. Oh, and then he gets shot. And then before he dies, though, he reveals, how does he say it? I'm also your brother, but he says it in a really weird way.
Yeah, it's like
he's father to me as well,
Father
or something
to us
like
both.
that. Yeah, father to us both.
And this leads to a running gag I don't like very much for this movie. She keeps meeting her siblings, and they get killed. Like, that's the joke.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Like, just the implications of this happening. Like, wouldn't Lance Henriksen be, like, torn up? Like,
he only seems to care about Charlie.
Yeah,
he does not care who's the daughter.
He doesn't seem to care about her even in the movie.
At the end, he's there.
Yeah. He takes her to the big meet.
Yeah,
That's what
I guess.
dads always do. But yeah, so Superman lady kills him. And it's off screen, which is weird.
Yeah,
and the world is aflame too. Every TV she passes, they're like, "We're looking for this gymnast."
Yeah. And she gets out of there's like a car chase with Tim Thomerson. So Tim Thomerson like steals this big bus and like they're driving. Chad Stahelski's like chasing after them.
And then he crashes.
Yeah, he wipes out into like the old standard
cardboard
pile
boxes.
of cardboard boxes.
But the car like tips over. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, but the way he reacts, it's like he's going to die or something. It's like, no!
I mean, he probably thought that maybe he was going to.
Yeah, it's like six
Like the
cardboard
actor.
boxes. Yeah, they escape, and then they're off to Hong Kong.
Yeah, so location change.
Yep, and then we're actually in Hong Kong now.
Yeah.
And and somehow like the bad guys like beat them there, I guess, or they arrive at the same time.
They arrive like right out of the airport. They're already like getting into a cab and getting chased.
Well, they keep saying to Charlie like, "Give us the key," and she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Like whatever it is, I don't have it." And then she somehow gets it in Hong Kong from this mysterious man about her age who
may or may not be one of her brothers.
Yeah.
Spoiler, he is.
I don't know how he knew. Like, how do these sons know what's happening? Did Lance Hendrickson contact them too?
I guess.
Why didn't Lance Henriksen give them the key? You know.
Yeah, it's not clear.
But Charlie keeps calling back to this sort of agency in the U.S. It's like the U.S. translation agency or something like that.
I guess that's his spy
Isn't it when
place.
she's the person on the phone is introduced? She has a cool futuristic thing that comes down in front of her eye.
It's just like a headpiece.
Yeah, but it goes like
earpiece.
It's like something you'd wear with like the Nintendo.
Yeah.
What was that like missile launcher thing for the Nintendo? You could like shoot at your screen and it had like a little kind of.
The Super Scope?
Was it a Super Scope?
I don't know about but if there was a
Super
helmet
Scope.
thing.
Yeah, that's probably right.
But it just had like a little kind of like plastic sight that did nothing.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, like I do like this like as a setting. It feels very like, you know, run and gun lived in, like they're running on these docks in like a little fisherman village.
Oh yeah, there's like a big chasing that happens. There's a really funny shot that I always bring up when I talk about Albert Pyun as a director doing more than he needed to do, where Charlie gets chased up a like the mast of a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bad guys come, and then it gets cut, but you see them from really far away.
Yeah,
and she's like,
yeah.
ah! It falls over, and then it slowly pans over to Tim Thomerson playing mahjong with a bunch of old men.
Yeah, why did that? I don't know why that happened. And also during that scene, British lady bad guy is in a helicopter shooting at them.
Yeah.
How are they going to get the key if they kill her? I don't know. But that's just, don't think about it. Also, I don't know what the key does.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even like established.
The key is to a locker that apparently has a disc with launch codes, but I don't know what those launch codes are. It's implied later that the bad lady is like, I did it all for money.
Yeah, I think she used to be part of like the good guys. That's what Lance Henriksen implies.
Yeah.
I should point out as well, this film has a rockin' song playing in the background, an instrumental version of a song that previously appeared in Albert Pyun's Radioactive Dreams.
So
I don't know
that's
if Tony Ripperetti, who's Albert's guy, who like scored all of his movies basically, is credited as the composer. I mean, he better, considering they just reused a bunch of his songs in the picture.
Yeah, there's nonstop music in this movie.
And there's a lot of songs that have lyrics that shouldn't have lyrics, and it's awkward.
No,
It
all
should just
songs
be
should have lyrics.
It should just be instrumental.
No.
She's on fire.
Yeah, they have like
That's
the
the only
Spitfire
good song.
But then, like in the opening scene when Lance Henriksen is like getting it on with the woman, it's like comical. You said it was like Mario music.
Oh, it sounded like Mario Sunshine. It was like Calypso. And then
like weird
they
and out of
play
place.
that when they're on the resort again too. I'm like, this is like. Yeah, I'm thinking video games. So I'm thinking Super Mario Sunshine, which, by the way, takes place on a resort, Colin. Just so you know,
that game stinks.
It's
Not
good. The first like couple hours is good, and then it just gets really
then it's like,
frustrating.
hey, you want to clean more stuff? And I'm like, I'm not like Colin playing Power Wash Simulator. No.
Oh God.
The levels get really hard, but yeah, you do clean Gunkoff in that with your water gun. It's much
there
like
you go.
Power Washer. Yeah.
One of the editors that worked with Albert Pyun during Radioactive Dreams told me that Albert took him outside one night. And he's like, hey, all right, let's pick some music from the movie. And he like opened up his like trunk, and he just had like hundreds and hundreds of CDs and cassette singles, like all stuff from like little known bands. He's like, all right, let's build a soundtrack from this.
Love it. I mean,
Yeah.
he sounds like a real professional.
Yep.
There you go.
Well, or he had many interests, Albert Pyun, that people would only find cool in English language circles 10 years after he actually would make the movies that involve them.
But I do like this Hong Kong chase.
Yep.
It feels there's a lot of like little kind of vignettes that are kind of funny, like
I
Tim
also
Thomerson's.
like the guy that played the
Yeah. No, he's really good.
Chinese brother.
Yeah.
I wish he wasn't killed immediately.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Tim
finally get
Thomerson,
to the
like, kinda-
street, and like there's so much tension because you're like, they do not have permission to shoot on these big
Yeah,
major
everybody is just
intersections.
staring at the camera.
Yeah, and they're just doing like stunts, and she's getting up and doing flips and stuff like that.
We've got the helicopter stuff, but they're like they have a chase over the kind of like the boats in the harbor, like the fishing boats and stuff, which is really cool. Tim Thomerson, stops to play mahjong, and he's like
wearing a pink pashmina for some reason.
Yeah, they're trying to like disguise themselves, so they kind
Okay.
of dress up.
It makes them stand out more, though.
Sarah Douglas is like shooting at them.
And then the movie's like, Charlie and Tim Thomerson have been too dressed up. Let's get them back down to their skivvies again.
Yes.
Because not enough skin is being shown.
She changes into some jeans and a tiny tank top.
Yeah, well,
Well,
they
yeah,
get kidnapped. I think I don't even think she's wearing jeans. She's wearing just
she's wearing like underwear.
because, like black underwear. Yeah.
Sarah Douglas captures them, strips them, like strip searches them.
Oh, that scene, yeah.
Yeah. And right before that, they get off the boat with the Asian brother, and Sarah Douglas just like blows up his boat from afar. I'm like, all right.
And he's
So
like,
long,
if you're
character.
reading this letter, it means I died.
Lance Henriksen is saying stuff to you just off screen. For the rest of the movie, he's just in a van.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yodeling.
Yeah, yodeling. I mean, the rest of the movie doesn't really like this climax in Hong Kong. It's just like back and forth, so looking for a key. There's not really any big action thing. Someone gets knocked down some stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, someone,
Yes.
not Sarah Douglas.
Sarah Douglas's stunt.
Yeah,
It's a person.
It's funny because Sarah Douglas is about to shoot the main character Charlie, and it's so funny. She like shoots the bullet, and then Charlie.
It's an Asian stuntman who's doing the stunt going down the stairs.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But Charlie does like a backflip. So the bullet, you see the
Oh,
bullet.
yeah.
like,
Oh
She
yeah,
dodges a
isn't there like
bullet.
an animated bullet that flies
yeah,
by
there
her?
it is.
Albert
jumps out
Pune
of
would
the
do
way.
the same thing in Nemesis when the backflips off a waterfall. You see the bullet like fly through the air.
So it's like its signature.
Yeah, it's very funny. And she's about to shoot her again, and Tim Thomerson tackles her, and yes, an Asian man tumbles down the stairs.
And then she just gets arrested. You know what it feels like? Is that like they had more of the movie and they're like, we're done. Money's done. No more of this. spy
Yeah,
plot."
I was expecting at
Like a big
least something
climax.
to explode or like
Yeah.
a bigger fight scene that there's not really at the end,
No,
unfortunately.
it's like the cops pulling up to arrest Sarah Douglas are actually there to like arrest the film crew for shooting without a permit.
Yeah. Yeah. They called the cops to like pull up. I mean, they're ballsy because the shot is the Chinese stuntman rolling down the stairs and it pans over to the cops coming.
Yeah, no, it's great. But then
I believe
so-
I don't know if it was this movie, but someone told me a story that like they hid the Steadicam like under someone's shirt and then went into a bathroom to like build it and then come out and film with it.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Yep.
I love that scrappy quality to
Yeah.
it.
And you know what's funny about
it?
it?
Doesn't
No
look
one
bad.
cared. No one cared that he did all this stuff.
No. But yeah, like the movie doesn't look bad.
No.
It's a competent 90s action movie.
Yeah,
you
100%.
know?
So the world is saved, I guess, and Charlie, she's got to make it to Greece for her gymnastics competition.
She's going to miss it.
So she gets Tim Thomerson and her just racing to this like private jet.
And who's flying
But
the jet?
Lance Henriksen.
Yes.
His voice comes over the speaker.
Yeah, it's like you're not getting him in that cockpit.
I was gonna say sorry. They're not Russian. They're evil Romanian gymnasts. That's her opponent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
So they do add a little bit of tension to the last scene. This is the denouement, where as the evil rival coach tries to poison her.
Yeah, it was an untraceable toxin.
Which is so obviously placed into the
Please shake
competitor's
my hand.
Yeah.
She like stands up with it in tweezers.
She basically holds it up for everyone to see before she gives it to
Tim
the-
Thomerson kind of sees her doing it, and he's like, he's
Because
onto her.
he's watching her. His whole role in this movie is just watching from afar or from close up.
And I love
but, yeah.
Tim Thomerson is like, no! And then Charlie like front flips over the Romanian gymnast for some reason.
Gotta avoid getting that handshake.
Yeah.
And then like a bunch of the was it the Russian team go because she helped the Russian girl before.
Yeah.
They like rush her and she touches someone and gives another guy a seizure.
Her hand goes into
in a really weird shot.
The
where-
coach that I think was beating the girl at the beginning.
oh, I mean that would be just wow. That would be great.
And he immediately goes into a seizure, and everybody's arrested. This like Greek-looking guy with a gigantic mustache, like
He's like
finds-
poisoned.
Yeah, he like takes tweezers and finds this thing. Like, oh,
So is this something that happens very often if you had like tweezers ready to pick it out of her hand?
sure, I guess.
Maybe.
Everybody's trying to,
or he just
trying
like
to
likes
poison
to
one
he likes
another.
to groom his eyebrows a lot. or he gets a lot of splinters.
But there's a good gymnastics scene here. Like she's doing a floor routine and everything.
It's great. It's like kind of montage.
As
but
the music
like,
plays, she's a fire.
It's really, really fun. And yeah, even though like the movie is like kind of over, it's nice to see her get to do what she does best, this person.
Yeah. This is
And
why
you
she
cut to
was hired.
Lance Hendrickson watching her being proud. I think he says something like, that's my daughter.
"That's my daughter."
And then he gives the disc to someone. A woman who looks like not a spy, looks like someone's mom.
Yes.
Maybe that was Albert Pune's mom. Who knows?
who
But
knows?
yeah, like it's just like the plot. It doesn't really make sense if you think about it, but who cares?
Whatever. It's like an entertaining ride. But I do like there's a really funny shot when Lance Henriksen, it's implied that he lands the private jet directly in the parking lot of
Yeah,
the
because you
stadium.
see a wheel pull up into frame
Yeah,
to
and it's-
imply that he landed in front of the gymnastics tournament.
It's like
that's
50
not
feet
allowed.
away from like the stadium, but it's clearly they just have a wheel roll over the camera and just sort of sit there in the foreground, and it's great. It's like, all right, fine, this is funny. There is also a really funny scene when at the beginning when Lance Henriksen first meets her outside of her after the first meet, and it's like they just keep cutting to him in close-ups, and the wide shot is clearly not him. It's like probably
Yeah.
Chad Stalinsky or whatever, but the time change, like the lighting on his face is changing dramatically.
And her face.
Some of it looks like it's filmed night times, like broad daylight. It's great. I love it.
As Albert
yeah.
Pune said, that's called rock and roll filmmaking, Colin.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll shoot a couple lines at this location. At
No,
this
that's what he
time,
liked to do.
shoot
He said he liked to start shooting like a bunch of disconnected shots first, and it would freak the producers out.
No, I mean, I think that I think this movie is a lot of fun, and I'm not an Albert Pune expert. That would be Justin. So if you want to know more about him, check out the book Justin wrote, where he goes through all of his movies and reviews them. Right?
Yep, that's right. Someone recently wrote a review of an Albert Pune film that half of the review is disagreeing with me, and I was like, huh? What?
Hey, that means you made it, and it's
Yeah.
called Radioactive.
My book is called Radioactive Dreams, the cinema of Albert Pune.
That's right. And also, I don't know if it's available, but the director's cut of Captain America is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's out there.
Just keep looking. It's probably up.
Yeah,
in some
it's so
places.
much better than the version that most people know.
I keep looking, seeing it pop up.
Yeah,
it
there's a
seems
company
like it-
that released it on Blu-ray, so grab it
okay.
now
Yeah.
because you know.
The legalities may be dubious, but
I
yeah,
wanna see.
like
I'm sure it's
quite
probably
good.
popped up somewhere, like on not that I would know of that you can
Yeah.
download movies online, but yeah.
There is a really good song in the end credits here.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
it
does
sounds like
go?
you're being facetious.
It's really awful. It's terrible. It's like this slow, and I'm like,
You got
who
him,
is this-
April.
I'm like, who is this singing? Like
Albert
she's
Pune.
she's terrible. And I looked it up, and it turns out it's Albert Pune's hairstylist that worked on all of his movies is like singing this song. It kind of sounds like she sounds kind of like Lemmy from Motorhead if he was doing like a soft ballad.
See, like, how can you hate this man?
That
his,
rules.
His movies are like a
Family
like,
Affairs.
Yes.
Yeah. and then after the credits, we get a stinger. We get a sequel setup.
I mean, I don't love it, but like, way before movies were doing this, what was it? It was like,
Just some guy on the phone going, "We got to keep an eye on Charlie.
Yeah,
She could be helpful in the future." or
yeah,
something."
she could be a spy.
and we never saw her again in a feature
Nope.
film. Nope, that's it.
No.
Beloved character, Charlie. R.I.P.
I don't think she's dead.
I think she's still alive.
Maybe in the
In the
world
cinema
of the
world.
movie, she's dead.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I did have a good laugh.
Yes.
I always look out for funny names and credits. And the second AD is named Sazzy Calhoun.
Sazzy Calhoun. I like
You
that.
look
Sazzy.
at credits for funny names.
Yeah, just one will pop out from time to time, and I'm like, look at that name. Sazzy Calhoun. That's like
Always fun.
Sounds like a cocktail or something.
I'll
I'll have a Sazzy Calhoun, please.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Anyway, that's the movie. As we said, it's a little. It might be a little hard to get your hands on. Check out Plex.
It's on Plex. It's on Plex.
Yeah. I absolutely would recommend. This would be a fun double feature with Gymkata. It just would.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it
you
would.
know, like Gymkata is a little darker. This is a little more lighthearted.
The darkness of Gymkata.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is. Like people get shot with arrows and stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, lots of people are killed in this movie too. But it's got a more lighthearted tone. If you want to email the podcast, we're at nosuchthingasabadmovie@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter and Instagram at nosuchthingpod. You can also find our episodes on YouTube. And if you want to join our Patreon, patreon.com/nosuchthingasabadmovie. If you're subscribed to the $5 level, we do a bonus mini episode every other week. So you get content every week. And we just recorded one on The Long Walk, and we talk a lot about the current state of Stephen King adaptations, and we also take questions from the audience. So check that out, and if you want to find me, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Bluesky, Instagram, and YouTube at April at Mansky.
You can follow me everywhere on social media. My name is Justin Decloux, GUSTINDCLOUX. You can also check me out every week on the Important Cinema Club podcast, where we talk about a new cinema subject, and it's basically an introduction to it every time. I don't usually advertise that one, and someone recently asked me, do you do more than one podcast? And I was like, guess I'm not advertising enough.
Yeah, so many podcasts.
You can follow me on all the social medias. I'm Sergeant Zima, SGTZIMA.
Thank you for joining us. What will November hold? More horror movies?
No!
More Christmas movies? No, we'll try and not get
I don't get to
those
pick
too.
for another 4 episodes. So
Yeah. Well, you actually didn't get to pick a horror movie, Justin, but you did do Gooby, and that
Yes.
is scary, and it takes place in autumn.
Yeah.
So
it
it's,
takes place during Halloween, so it counted.
that's true, yeah. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us. I'm April at Mansky.
I'm Justin Decloux.
I'm Colin Cunningham.
And remember, there's no such thing as a bad movie.